Hello, my Aries friends. I hope you guys are doing great today. Welcome to your November 15th to the 30th general readings. I changed the setup a little bit because I know I'm going to want to pull a lot of cards today. So let's just talk about a little bit of what's going on in the sky while I lay the first lay of the cards. So we have two things happening pretty big on the 21st. We have Venus entering Scorpio and the Sun entering Sag. So Venus is going to be in Scorpio from the 21st until the 15th of December. Deeply passionate relations are really going to be the focus with Venus and Scorpio. Any kind of superficial flirtation and contacts that we have at this time, not going to do it. Not going to do it because we're really going to be wanting that body and soul connection with somebody really special. Contacts that really just sort of break the barriers, that break the taboos that we've established for ourselves. Very intense, very extreme, very unforgettable. It's a very emotional position for Venus. Honestly, it really is. I mean, Scorpio is deep, and wherever Scorpio hangs out, remember, that's where our obsessions lie. So we have Venus, the planet of love, the planet of money, and the planet of self-value and self-worth, right? So, you know, it's pretty deep here. Very, very passionate, very sensual, very intense energy. Our relationships are just going to feel really, really important to us, and we might even feel kind of consumed by them. In fact, we may even want to be consumed by them, right? Because our drive right now is going to be towards intense closeness. We'll read these. We got selling out to start. So yeah, super, super close, right? And that's what we're going to be naturally gravitating towards. But there's going to be this fear of being too vulnerable, or many of us are going to be fearing giving up our own power to somebody who we view as being stronger than us or having some sort of hold on us. So a little bit of a catch-22 here. The Scorpio is really this all or nothing energy. You're either in it or you're out, you know. So because of that, it can end up being a little bit of a roller coaster ride. You know, you're just not going to feel like in between any sort of like middle of the road mediocrity, any sort of superficiality, anything like that. It's just not going to work right now. We're going to feel very compelled to feel very deep and connected as a way of feeling like super, super alive. Now, in the same way, having orphaned. So in the same way, we can be we are dealing with the Sun and Sag. And so the Sun and Sag, this really does shift our focus because it's been in Scorpio, right? So now it's going to be the Sun, that is. So now we're going to be focused. Our focus is going to be more with like the world, right? Because Sagittarius is more about the world. It's about foreign cultures, foreign lands, philosophies, higher education, learning, connecting on a higher level. So very much going to be in a space of wanting to connect with something larger than ourselves. And while the Sun moves through this, you remember, Sag is a very fiery energy and it's mutable. We could take steps to increase our understanding and awareness of the world around us, just on a macro level, where we're able to muster up the encouragement to expand where we're bringing ourselves and branch into new ways of thinking. Absolutely, looking towards that future. Aries friends, absolutely. Oh my gosh, we got the two women and the one spread. Wow, wow. And then on the 28th, we have Neptune finally stationing direct. I mean, Neptune, as it is just so confusing. You know, Neptune rules Pisces, right? That 12th house energy. So it's like, you know, we're going to be still feeling, you know, Neptune, wherever Neptune is, we're always going to feel a little foggy. I always say it's like trying to look at reality through a dirty window. But at least we're going to be able to have some sense of momentum moving forward. And then finally on the 30th, I don't want to go into too much of this because I'm going to be doing a separate video, a separate full moon video. But we have on the 30th this full moon occurring with the Sun in Sag. Is forming this opposition to the moon in Gemini. So the full moon is a time of culmination and promise of fulfillment, you know, that which was started at the new moon. It's a very emotional time. So we have a time of romance, fertilization, relationships. And we have this lunar eclipse happening here, right? So when we have this full moon lunar eclipse, like the one that we're having now, it's even more potent and more powerful. And this is where it's going to be like popping up turning points and these epiphanies within us. And there's going to be this vibe, guys, where you're going to feel very clearly that there's more unfolding to something in your life right now. It's kind of like you're feeling this narrative play out and you're right in the middle, because this one here, this is the second one, right, that we've had. This one is the second eclipse that we've had on this Gemini-Sag axis, which is the nodal energies of the moon right now. So guys, we have selling out to start. So selling out really is about understanding where it is in your life that you've been, not showing up to your full potential, or where have you been accepting things that you really shouldn't be accepting in that relationship, in that job, in that family situation, whatever it is. Where have you been saying yes when you meant no? Where have you been allowing people to maybe take advantage of you or bully you around in some way? I know that's kind of like a childish term, but it does happen in the adult world as well. Because I do feel like, look, we have this working with orphan. So orphan does indicate feeling rather alone right now. So this could indicate that maybe you've ended a relationship or you've cut ties with family. Where you need to love them from afar. This could be, you feeling rejected within your industry of work, feeling rejected within your place of work or your general industry. It's this sense of feeling alone. And so, the energy here is going to have you really looking at this, guys, right? Because having Venus in Scorpio, there's a softening to us being able to look underneath everything. So what does the Lenormand tell us? And I'm going to start here and end here. So we have that you're looking into your future, and this is the Venus energy, right? She has Venus around her neck. So this is all about, again, we have this beautiful Venus energy going on astrologically. So it makes sense that we get her energetically, but this is about you looking into the future at love that you would like to bring to yourself, how you want to feel about yourself, being in things, looking at money. And it's interesting because you kind of know your path. Now, if you feel rather confused, it's a good energy to maybe talk to a therapist or somebody who's known you for a really long time. This is definitely going to help you here. And then we have heart, and heart is the shape of love, happiness, and peace. And we have this followed by the patient woman. So the patient woman is, you're looking at love, you're looking at what you need to do. You understand what it is that you need to do, is what I'm getting here. And what it is that you need to do, Aries, is something really creative. What you need to do is to really solidify that idea about how you feel about having children. Straighten out that situation that's going on with your kids. Figure out once and for all, how are you going to start that business? How are you going to work on that creative endeavor? Because the children is a Leo energy, it's fifth house energy, and so that's everything that we create, from children to, some of you are going to be very focused on love, on romance, on bettering your relationships on a Monday through Sunday with your partner. That's a fifth house energy. So what I see, having these two women bookended in this way, is that there's this idea of looking to the future. But as you look to the future, you need to also recognize the past and understand what do you need compared to where you've been. Where do the adjustments need to be made? Because a new cycle is starting. We have the rider energy. But look at her. She's on the horse going forward, but she's looking back. Right? And that's exactly what these two women indicate, are looking forward while looking back. So, and that doesn't mean that it can mean that some of you may feel a little stuck in the past as you move on in the ship energy. But you have to understand that wherever it is that you're moving on from is where you're meant to be, because then we have the clover. So if you're leaving that job, good. If you're going into something new, good. If you are making these changes in relationship, good. Whatever it is, wherever you're going is better than where you've been. That is very, very clear here. There's this element of loneliness. There's this element of just not being happy with how something has gone in a certain area of your life. So for selling out an orphan, guys, this could even have to do with career. Like you feel like you have to sell out in order to make the money that you need for your family. You feel like you have to sell out in order to get your foot in the door. You feel like you have to sell out in order to just, do and be, right, in a certain area of your life. So however that may end up resonating with you, but that's a pretty clear message to me. So there's definitely this coming together of the past and the past and the future. All right, why don't we pull? Let's do the wild unknown for you guys. Why not? Pull something different. Okay, I did already pre-shuffle and stage these, but let's do one more. Let's do one more for our Aries friends, and let's just throw cards. See what we get. This is going to be for the past coming in, and when I say past, I mean recent past. Right now, present, outcome. Blocks. And then I'm going to pull the energy for somebody that you may be dealing with. Oh, my nose is itchy. We got some strong messages here. So we have the Six of Cups reversed to start in the past. Okay, so the Six of Cups reverse is about, in the reverse, it's living in the past. It's unrealistic expectations. It's being naive about something that you were being naive about that ended up creating some sort of conflict, right? As we have the Five of Wands here, yeah, Five of Wands. Five of Wands is, it's definitely like a rivalrous energy. It's challenges, obstacles, feeling like, dealing with this is really challenging, right? I mean, for some of you, it could be that you're in a rivalrous relationship. For some others of you, it could be dealing with rivalry within the industry that you're in, or, the workplace that you're in, or, man, this comes up a lot too with family connections, right? You're feeling very rivalrous with a family member of some sort. So we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So when we have this in reverse, this is very frustrating, right? This is frustrating, delays, it just issues with moving forward, but there's a lot of waiting energy here, right? Because the Eight of Wands in the upright is a really great energy in that there's good news comes in that incites change, almost a frenetic change. And in the reverse, it's delay because that good news did not come in, or that recognition did not come in, or that person didn't call you, right, in this recent past that you were waiting for. So this is, again, this idea of delay. And then we have this working with the Seven of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse is punishment. And I know that's a very heavy word, but it's like the first one that came to my mind. It's being caught. It's being caught. Somebody has gotten caught in something. Somebody has been called out. It could even be like calling somebody out. But it not allowing the person to get away with it, and then making amends from there. If that makes sense, okay? There is a making amends, which is really good, but it's only after there's somebody has been caught doing something. Somebody was caught saying something. Somebody was caught off guard. Something happened here that has come to light, that you realized or that you've learned that needed to be dealt with. Now, in the current situation, we have the Chariot. So you're leaving the situation. I do see that you have identified something as being really just like not healthy for you, right? I mean, this is about leaving toxicity, right? And the Chariot energy is connected to Cancer energy, which is that fourth house of, what makes you feel grounded, safe, and secure. So it's leaving something, right? This is about action and change, making that decision to leave something and do something in a different way. Right, and we have this working with the Father of Pentacles in reverse. So we have this energy. This is a jealous energy here for sure. Really struggling with follow through, saying that either someone keeps saying that they're going to do something and they don't do it. You might be this energy. It's just the energy that I'm picking up on. There's a very jealous person involved in something in this connection. It could be a friend, a family member, somebody at work. Maybe you're experiencing a little bit of jealousy towards somebody right now, Aries. It's part of the human condition, so just go with it if that does resonate with you. And then we have the Son of Cups. So this would otherwise be known as it's the Knight of Cups. So here we're talking about somebody coming in and offering you some sort of either job, relationship, but there's some sort of proposal going on here. So this could be a, will you marry me? Do you want to go out with me? Do you want to have a baby? Do you want to move in together? Do you want this job? Do you want to come over and talk? It really can be as simple as that. But the idea here that we need to focus on is the fact that this is a proposal that's going to be addressing something that resonates with your heart space, that matters to you. It's something that matters to you. And then we have the Three of Swords. So a Three of Wands, rather. So I love this energy, the Three of Wands. It's great. This is, first of all, this is just about building, right? I mean, it kind of is. It's about teamwork. It's about expanding yourself. And it usually does indicate some sort of if this has to do with a job, this does indicate you being called forward for your talent, skills, and abilities in a way that's going to end up inciting more money for you. If this has to do with a relationship, this is I really think you're amazing. Let's just go and focus on the future. The great thing about this energy, it's Sun and Aries energy, right? You guys are all about fresh path, new perspective. Your modern ruler is Mars. And it's just come on, let's go. And with the Sun in there, it's Sun in Aries. It's something is very illuminated for you, having to do with a new path. So I feel a lot of you are very sort of setting your sights on this kind of new path right now. Let's check out the outcome. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. The Ten of Cups in reverse does indicate some sort of family issue, some sort of family trouble. For some of you, this could be an empty nest kind of thing. For others of you, this can indicate a broken marriage. For others of you, this could just indicate really poor communication in the work front. Just feeling like you're not connecting to something that you're putting your heart into. So for some of you, this could be a relationship. For others of you, this could be career, family connection, whatever it is. But it's a good way of looking at it. The cups are our emotions. You're not connecting. Now, it could be because you're not connecting, or it could be because someone is not emotionally available, or the issue could be them, not you. But the idea here is that there's not this connection, right, that you're really wanting to feel. Now we have the Hermit energy reverse, and this does indicate loneliness and isolation, but it also indicates repeating past mistakes and feeling really, really stuck right now, Aries. Do you feel like you're feeling very stuck? For sure. And we have this with the King of Wands. And the King of Wands, swords, so I'm saying wands, my goodness. The King of Swords is somebody who just focuses very on the practical, doesn't let the emotions get involved, is very sort of pragmatic and very in the mental. Very okay, I might feel A, B, and C, but I'm just going to focus on what I could do pragmatically in the here and now. Just being very focused on that, which, if that's you, there comes a point where that is really probably your best bet, right? And we have this working with the Seven of Pentacles, which is about being really patient, very hardworking. And if this has to do with a job, this could have to do with delayed success and waiting. But don't be disheartened, because the Seven of Pentacles, whether it's for relationship or whether it's for career, is a good energy. It's Four of the World, Three of the Trinity coming together. It really is a nice energy that means a new cycle is right at your feet. But you're going to have to work hard, right? Because this is a Saturn in Taurus energy. And wherever Saturn is, there's restriction, there's delay, and Taurus is the youngest earth energy. It's a pentacle energy. Taurus is also the landlord of the second house, which is the house of things we value. from money to the roof over our head to the food we put in our mouth. So there's going to be some sort of delay and restriction, but if you put in the work and you do put in the due diligence and you're patient more than anything right now, which is not always easy, especially for a fire sign, things are going to really go very well, is what I'm seeing here. But some of you guys might be, if it has to do with the job, you might be fighting with your spouse regarding resources. Some of you may be in a space of having just ended a relationship, maybe some sort of fight, issues within the family, just family politics kind of stuff. But just be patient with it, because it does seem like there's this new cycle, upon you. Now let's take a look at your challenges. So the challenges here, we have the Six of Wands in the reverse. So the Six of Wands in the reverse is retreating after kind of giving up, right? Just not having a lot of confidence in something, not feeling so great about something. And then we have this working with the World reverse, which is another challenge for you, which is about some sort of unfinished lesson, some sort of delay, lots of delays here, lots of delays. Okay, and then we have also another challenge for you is the Five of Cup energy. The Five of Cup energy is feeling this sense of loss and this sense of regret and grief and feeling abandoned, right? I mean, we did get the orphaned energy. That's exactly what this is. Maybe even feeling unloved right now if that relationship ended, or if you lost that job, or if you feel like you're banging your head against the wall with what it is that you're attempting to move forward, in your life. And we have this working with the Seven of Wands, right? So the Seven of Wands is an energy of self-defense, but look at that flame. Look at that flame. And that's the thing that you need to focus on, right? Because the Seven of Wands is a Mars and Leo energy. Mars is that warrior planet. And when Mars is in Leo, Leo is that fiery energy that really needs to establish. It's very much a me energy as well. So it's establishing what you want, need, and desire. And you might be in a space where you feel like you need to defend yourself, defend what you want, need, and desire, but you doing it happily, because you're like, I'm not selling out, right? Going back to the oracles. This is, you don't want to sell out. You don't want to sell out. This is not something that you're willing to do right now. You're just really not. No. Let's lay some cards on top of this. Let's see what's happening with, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is an energy that you're dealing with. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who's giving up, being lazy, working with them, feeling like, what am I doing? Them feeling like that. But it's like they gave up too soon. They didn't want to put the work into something. They didn't want to put the work into that relationship, into that job, into whatever it was that they needed to do. Yeah, but they're very mature. This does indicate a breakup, some sort of dependence. Immaturity. Immaturity, at least. Ten of Swords. Okay, person that you're dealing with, we have the Ten of Swords energy. Complete and painful ending, like hitting the rock bottom of something. Lots of gossip too. This could indicate a lot of gossip, a lot of talk, no action kind of thing for a long time. Lots of empty promises. You could find out that there was some sort of gossip or manipulation that they were discussing about you with the family or with the work situation. And then we have this working with the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is very nice. I mean, this is about a proposal coming in. Some sort of very nice proposal coming in. Let's just pull one more here so we can see. We have the Tower, working with the Tower. And the Tower is all about, thank goodness that didn't work, right? The Tower is definitely a feeling of oppression, but it's also the feeling of a disaster being averted. And it's about feeling very afraid of change, feeling very focused on the need for security. So someone that you're dealing with is very focused on security, very focused on a fear of change. And that might actually be like the driving factor to why they do things, or, you know, why things have gone a certain way. And then we have the Six of Pentacles energy in the upright. And the Six of Pentacles is a nice, you know, energy of generosity. It really is. I mean, it's a giving and receiving. It's the at least desire to want to do that. And then we have this working with the wheel, which is a good energy, right? This is a turning point, though. And this is the need to make a decision and take a chance on something. It's like either it's going to work or it's not going to work, kind of thing. But then this person that you're dealing with is maybe dealing with some sort of either financial setbacks, or they're a workaholic. They could also be very jealous, a very envious kind of energy as well. So I do see somebody who is very afraid of change, but not very mature. They kind of give up very easily. They're like ready to just end it. Now, this Knight of Cups could be, you know, them either trying to propose something. So this could be either something within relationship. But Aries, this could also mean you just meeting somebody new, to be honest with you. Because this could indicate somebody new. This is something ending and somebody new coming in, and you saying, thank goodness that didn't work. I felt very oppressed in that. I was, you know, I want security. I want, you know, whatever. And you being very focused on that, but now you're meeting a new energy where there's more reciprocity. And there's a turning point here with the wheel. Is also ruled by Jupiter, by the way, which is like a nice energy for relationships. It's very beneficial for new relationships. It's also very positive for reconnecting in relationship if the bones of the relationship are good, as we say. But then we do have this Nine of Pentacles here. So, you know, you have to look at this. Is somebody a workaholic? Are they focused on, you know, are they an envious or jealous person? Are they somebody with financial setbacks? So for some of you, I feel like this may be two energies, where this person may be the one with financial setbacks and you're meeting somebody new here. Somebody new is coming in. I feel like this is going to resonate with a lot of you. Others of you, you may have reached a certain like dead stop, right, in your relationship. They want to come back around, but they're not actually able to offer you what it is that you need to move forward in a safe and secure and loving relationship. I also feel like there's something about an energy that's external to you where someone is not accepting you for who and what you are. They're not accepting your process. They're not accepting your hopes, your desires, your dreams, your wishes. It's like they're projecting what they want you to be onto you so that they can be more comfortable in the relationship or the situation. And guys, that could even happen with family connections, right? For sure. All right, so I want to just throw some oracles now, some astro oracles, and just get a vibe for okay, we have Sagittarius, we have Mars, and we have the 9th house conjunction. Capricorn, 12th house, 9th house. Okay, and we got the 9th house and we got the 9th house there. Okay. Empowerment through work, my friends. There's something you need to surrender. You've been seeking something out. It's time to bring it to the surface now. Very creative vibe here, I have to tell you. Very creative vibe. We have desire, fire element, which is you guys, and we have fabulous grand trine. This is great. These are great. The desire and blessings. There's something that you like. You can't ignore it, right? I mean, it's like yelling at you now. It's yelling at you, Aries. All right. We have the 9th house energy. Sagittarius is the landlord of the 9th house. Jupiter is the ruler. This is all about your belief system. I mean, the sun is entering Sag at this time, right on the 21st. This is a great energy to get. And and you got Sag here too. So we have double Sag here. Guys, this is all about your own personal philosophy, your belief system. What do you want for yourself? Higher education, higher learning, the framework of your moral code and moral compass. For a lot of you, this can be dealing with foreign land, foreign cultures, foreign people, or just something very different from yourself. But again, this has to do with, Sagittarius has to do with, your value system. So there's this redefining of your value system. You're redefining what it is that you want in relationship with this Venus energy. It's so amazing. We got Venus and Sagittarius, and we have these energies very, very strong the end of the month. You're redefining how you see love. You're redefining who does want relationship. You're redefining what it is that you even want. And it doesn't have to be on a big grand scale, guys. It doesn't have to be that way. It could simply be like, maybe you're coming to terms with the fact that, you're going to need to work differently, or that you can't escape this calling to do something creative anymore. You just can't escape it. Or maybe you have to sit down with your partner and say, listen, I need to pull back at work because I need to push forward this creative project. Can you show up a little bit more financially, or something like that? Anything like that. But we have this idea of a conjunction, and conjunction is always this idea of combining energies, okay? It's what it is. And it's through that combination that the empowerment happens. Again, we have Capricorn, which is the boss energy. Capricorn is the landlord of the 10th house, which has to do with our career and work. So this has to do with being very ambitious, but realistic, right? It's time to get realistic. And just focus on being disciplined in something. But there is something that you need to surrender. There's some sort of change that's going on here. That 12th house rules your subconscious mind. It is about forgiveness, but it's also about baggage that you carried. What do you need to let go of that's not working for you in some area of your life? Is it that relationship, that family connection? What is it? Because you're being called to be your own boss. And again, 9th house. Philosophy, belief system, faith, seeking, that's all of that is happening in there. So I have to tell you, I think that these are like really, really nice energies. For those of you in a love connection, let's just pull a few heart oracles. And a few island time wellness. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it's only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Yeah, absolutely. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Soulmates, camera, paradise. Soulmates, I don't think we need to explain that. But guys, honestly, for sure, soulmates are more than just, I think a lot of you guys know that, but for those of you who don't, it's anyone that we have a soul contract with. So where we have to learn lessons from them. Our soulmates are not only intimate partners. We can have soulmates that are our friends, our family members, people who actually teach us those big lessons. And we have camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learning from the past. Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other under healing. Okay, so it does seem like there is going to be some healing going on here, one way or another, whether you're going to meet somebody or not, whether you're going to work something out with somebody or not, whether you're in a relationship or not. I just feel like Aries in general are going to be doing some healing and changing perspective right now, some part of their life. Okay, my friends, that is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.